Today's November 21st, 2022. My name is Rob Carr of Kalamazoo Right to Life, and this is Pro-Life Week. Well, it seems like every day I'll go online and try to find out who's controlling Congress, the votes. We have some outstanding races that have not been called yet. So I want to find out how big of a margin the Republican Party will have in the House of Representatives. We know that they got their 218, which is a majority in the House. They got that majority. But I kind of want to know how big of a majority they're going to get. Well, over the weekend, nothing changed. I just can't understand how come it's taking so long for some of these House races to be decided. Even if the ones are close, you need to count them and you need to get it decided and you need to announce the winner. So right now we have 218 Republican victories and the Democrats have won 212. So 218 to 212, it's razor thin, the margin. But the Republicans got the majority. There are still 5 outstanding races. And in Alaska, the Democrat has a clear lead. So let's assume that the Democrats get a win. In California, there are 3 races that have not been called, and all 3 of them are being led by the Republican candidate. Although in one of the 3, I think it's a man, his lead is razor thin, just very few. So there is a potential that he may not win his election, but he is in the lead right now. And in Colorado, the race there had to go into a recount because the incumbent lady won by about 90 votes. I mean, it's crazy how close it is. So, but she does have the lead, barely. So if the Republicans were to take these 4 out of the 5, because they're ahead in 4 out of the 5 races, if they take those 4, they will have 222 House seats, and the Democrats will have 213. That's the best case scenario, 222 to 213. That may not develop. It's very possible that the one close race in California will go Democratic, as will the House seat in Colorado. So anything's possible, but the best that Republicans can do is 222, and the Democrats 213. And that comes up to 435, which is our total. Okay. Back in 2020, and this is something I was not aware of, but back in 2020, 34 nations came together, including the U.S., came together and signed a brand new document called the Geneva Consensus Declaration. It's an international coalition dedicated to protecting the health of women at all stages of life, born and unborn. It states that there is no right to abortion and protecting the sovereign rights of any country to protect these values. And last week, 2 new nations came on board, Colombia and Kazakhstan. Now, unfortunately, in 2021, just days after Biden became president, he pulled the U.S. out of the Geneva Consensus Declaration. So we went from 34 to 33, and now we're up to 35. But the U.S. is no longer a part of it during the Biden years, because he is a pro-abortion ideologue. Also in 2022, the Biden administration increased its annual budget for international sexual and reproductive health services, i.e. abortion. And he increased the budget by 9%. So we're now setting aside or allocating $597 million for these international programs to advance abortion services all over the world. And the article I was looking at made a comment that that abortion, now this will never be reported by the press, but abortion is the number 1 cause of death worldwide. This is a staggering number, between 42 and 73 million babies are aborted each year all across the world. That number is just staggering. 42 to 73 million. And it shows you, because that's such a wide range, how inaccurate the statistics are in some of these countries. That maybe abortion is not even reported, but these are estimates. But 42 to 73 million babies are aborted every year in the world, all over the world. Finally, just want to mention that with the Republicans taking control of the House, the Biden abortion agenda, his legislative agenda, has come to a screeching halt. He will not get any pro-abortion legislation passed in the next 2 years. He may get things through in the Senate. Well, no, even there he won't get things through because he won't get the filibuster. If he got the filibuster, the Senate would pass a lot of pro-abortion legislation. But as long as Republicans are there to block that and to filibuster, nothing is going to happen in the Senate, and for sure nothing is going to happen in the House. So Biden is just kind of stymied regarding his agenda with abortion. And codifying Roe will not take place in the Congress for the next 2 years. It will not. And, it just seems that Biden is digging himself deeper and deeper into this abortion quagmire. And I don't think he knows how to get out of it. He is so beholden to the pro-abortion zealots in his party and among special interest groups like Planned Parenthood and NOW and some other ones, that he's just not able, he's just not strong enough. He doesn't have the moral courage to do what's right, because he has compromised so many areas in his personal life, in his political life. And abortion is just one where the compromise is so evident. It's just so evident. So with that, I'm going to let you go, and I will see you next time.